Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew, and I'm going to tell you a dirty little secret. Oh, excuse me. I thought I was making a recording for Penthouse Forum and not Poker Savvy Plus. My dirty little secret is that at the end of the first part of this series, I said that I was going to wait and see what kind of feedback I got in the forums before doing the second part of this series. But when it comes to game theory, who can wait? I actually am recording this just the day after I recorded part one. I was just sort of into it and had a lot of ideas for what I wanted to do in part two, and I figured I should go ahead and put it together and record it before I lose that momentum. So hopefully there won't be any amazingly good comments on the first video that make me regret doing this. But don't be offended if you make some good comment on the forums in response to the first part of this series and don't see it implemented here in part two, because the truth is I am actually recording part two without having looked at the feedback for part one, just because I'm so eager to get to it. This is very much a continuation of part one of this series, and I think there's going to be very little point in watching this video if you didn't watch part one. I think it's going to be pretty difficult to follow along. It's pretty much just a one long video split into two shorter videos. Our objectives for the second portion of this video are to understand the basic idea of Nash equilibria. We'll talk about what that is in a minute. And then learn how to apply game theory to some concepts that we didn't touch on or very much in the first video. So applying game theory to bet sizing, applying game theory to calling ranges, applying game theory to slow playing, and then finally, we'll talk at the end about how to recognize some real world poker situations where game theory can guide your decision making. So, not just this pretty contrived scenario we've been looking at so far, but the implications that the things we're learning from this scenario can have for situations you'll actually find yourself in at the poker table when you don't have a spreadsheet and a calculator and a math textbook in front of you to work out equations and such on your own. So, quick reminder of our story thus far. And remember, this information is just to kind of put it in a poker context. It's really not particularly important for the bulk of what we're doing today. That we've got $50 no limit hold'em game, 10-handed, $60 effective stacks. Tighty McNuts raises to $4 under the gun. Action folds to Floppy McSetterson, who calls in the big blind. Flop is a Jack 5 deuce rainbow. Floppy checks. Tighty bets $6. Floppy calls. Turn deuce of hearts. Both players check it through. The river is the deuce of clubs. Floppy jacks again, and now Tighty has a decision about whether to bet and how much to bet. And we made some. I'm just kind of stipulating here what their ranges are going to be in this situation for the purpose of our math. So we can see here that Tighty can have Ace Jack, King Jack, or over pairs for his value betting range. He's got 42 combinations of those hands. Or he can have King Queen, Ace King as hands that would have to be turned into bluffs in order to win the pot. He's got 48 combinations of those.